Welcome back here, people. I've talked before about these deranged activist lunatics out there. I've talked about letting the vampires in at the door. And every time it's done, you encourage them in their nonsense and make them know that if listen, you could keep doing this shit because everybody's going to be perfectly happy with you doing it, no matter how absolutely ridiculously dotish it all boils down to. Get into this one. Star Wars changed skin color of clones after whitewashing backlash confirms director. Yeah, because they always have a problem. Somebody's too white, somebody's not black enough, somebody's not this, somebody's not that. It's never enough for them. Ever. They find new ways to keep making their idiotic rants relevant, and everybody's supposed to be okay with it. Getting to this, let's check this article here from Bounding Into Comics. Star Wars and Lucasfilm Cave To Activists, calling them racist over the Bad Batch character designs. That's it. You literally cannot even be. You literally cannot even do anything anymore without anything. There was a time racism and calling somebody a racist actually meant something. They have turned it into a running joke now. Anytime you do something that does not somehow align to whatever deranged theory that they have in their mind at the moment, you're a racist, you're a bigot, you're a this, you're a that. That's all that they do. I'm just sick of facts. Let's get into this. Lucasfilm and Star Wars officially admitted they caved to numerous activists that accused them of racism over their character designs in the animated series Star Wars The Bad Batch. What? And no, they say numerous activists. These people, if they number 100, they number plenty. And I say, so that's if they number that actual amount. The majority of them put up all kind of things on Twitter because that's where they live. They live on Twitter. You understand me? They have a bunch of bot accounts to make it seem like it was thousands of them. And the reason why these nonsense keep happening, the same people the same activist sycophants who do this shit, and the same people who are working at Disney, at Marvel, at DC, everywhere. So they spread across everything and make you think that, this is what's going on. Why these companies keep hiring these blue-haired weirdos who listen to other blue-haired weirdos online and think that, somehow these people actually speak for something. They don't buy anything. They don't support anything. But every time you give them an inch, you encourage them to take a mile. Back in May 2021, an activist going by the name of Nessa from Project Stardust claimed that the members of the Bad Batch were distinctly whiter than other clones. That's what you actually took a look at. I watched Star Wars The Bad Batch. I didn't think it was awful. I wouldn't say it was the greatest thing ever, but I thought it was okay enough. And what you got from that is that somehow they were distinctly whiter than other clones. Nessa wasn't alone in this claim. Of course not, because whenever there's smoke, all these lunatics gather. The activist cited fellow activist and Tumblr user Clone Hub, who created the website Unwhitewash the Bad Batch. Yeah, because when you have nothing else to do, you can do these things. On the website, Clone Hub argues the Bad Batch has been whitewashed in two ways. Let's find out what these two ways are. Through their visual and physical design and through their voice actor. The user continued, D. Bradley Baker is a white man from Colorado who was chosen to play a group of men of color with an ethnically tied dialectical accent. D. Bradley Baker has been doing the voice of all the clones since like 2006 or something so. And you're trying to tell me you have a problem with that, no? Because it's a voice actor? People, they've been whitewashed in two ways. People are idiots. He then added, if it still isn't clear, Baker being white and doing this accent is equivalent to him being hired to play a black character and then poorly attempting an African-American vernacular English accent, aka black accent, ebonics, etc. It's racist. You're a dumbass. That's what you are. You're a dumbass. If you somehow think that him being a voice actor somehow means that he's being hired to play a black character. So if that's the case, what about all the characters that are white in books and comics and all kind of things, but then get replaced or retconned by a black actor playing them? That's not racist. Does it only work in one direction with you all or something? I mean, if you look at just Flash, for instance, the CW Flash show, Iris is supposed to be a white woman with red hair, but somehow she's a black woman. No, but that's not racist. No, that's not racist at all. But no, this is racist. People get worse by the day. The user then went on to point out all of the issues he has with each of the individual members of the Bad Batch. However, as noted in previous coverage, his argument did not hold water based on actual viewings of episodes with the Bad Batch in it before the original series debut. As an example for Hunter, he claims, while his skin is leaning towards the darker side, out of everyone on the Bad Batch, it still isn't where it should be. Oh God, have mercy. So you know, and this, way boy. He then adds, when his white squad members antagonize and pick petty fights with the regular clones, he rarely steps in to stop them. What? This is what happens when you don't even watch the show. The fights that they had was never anything to do with race. Never anything to do with race. There wasn't always something, or it was about disagreements when it came to following certain orders, something like that. That was what they would fight about once in a while. But no, all you see is race. However, this claim is patently false, as in the first episode when the Bad Batch introduced, Hunter breaks up a fight between the regular clone troopers and the Bad Batch and tells Wrecker to drop one of the regular stormtroopers. Hunter literally says, Wrecker, drop him now, yeah? And they keep going on. Look at this nonsense here. Anyway, it's bad enough that they got a white American to do a frankly quite racist imitation of a Maori actor's voice to play the clones in animation without them straight up bleaching them. No way I'm possibly watching that shit like you were ever going to watch it to begin with. Another user tweeted, does this explain how their designs and writings are racist or what? Another accused Star Wars fans of being racist and then proceeded to describe Lucasfilm as racist. On-white women, because racist fans shouldn't be who you cater to. Get the F off of my profile, racist. This is what I'm talking about. They throw out the term racist like it's something you all don't even know what a racist is anymore. That's it. You just throw it like it's some kind of joke. Yeah, less than a week after this campaign targeted the Bad Batch was launched, it was rumored that Lucasfilm had indeed caved to the activists and changed the character design for the characters in Star Wars, The Bad Batch. Let's show you something here. Let me show you something here. Right. First trailer, final footage. You see it change it with a little whiter here and make them a little darker. Right? Like this first trailer here, and then they make them a little darker there and there. Now you could have simply done one of three things when it came to the Bad Batch. One, and most likely, ignore the idiots. Two, it could have been that, their skin pigmentation was a different color because they were enhanced clothes and they could do certain things differently. And that's some kind of genetic disorder that made them look a little bit okay. Or three, ignore the idiots. But no, this is not what you keep doing. Every time every time these companies cave to these lunatics, it emboldens them, and it's never enough. It's never enough. First it was that, they're too white. Then it was that, that, the voice actor being white is racist. If you don't like it, that's racist. They're gonna come up next time and say, oh well, why isn't there a woman leading them? Why is the girl in it not in charge? It's never enough for them. Even Jane Theory came out to say this, and she had this to say. You can always check out Jane Theory's YouTube channel. She does some she's done some reviews with ads from Heels was in face. Really good stuff. But she had this to say. I don't see whitewashing or race swapping here. Temenua Morrison is not just Maori. He is European and Maori. He's not dark-skinned. He tans well, but his complexion is white and he looks white. Exactly. She's referring to the person who was who the modeling clothes and thing after that. That's what I'm talking about. But no, you all are never satisfied. You need this change, you need that done, you need this go, because why? You have a problem with every freaking thing. And these directors, these lunatics, these other activist morons who listen to them. You understand me? They listen to them. And forget, these people are somehow the voice of reason. Nobody cares. You all keep letting these vampires in, and they're sucking the entertainment industry dry. Bad Batch is supposed to be about the clones. Leave it that way. No. Apparently now they're whitewashed because they weren't dark-skinned enough and because of some other nonsense. You think this is going to be the end of it? No, they're going to find more and more, because the longer you keep allowing these people to believe that they actually have some say in anything, and don't just start ignoring these sycophants because they produce nothing, they contribute nothing. They are not going to suddenly surprise it for listen. What are they going to do? They don't watch these things. And you're turning away your real fans by continuing to push this identity politics crap. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. If you have a different opinion, I'd love to hear it. If you like the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, ring the notification bell to be notified every time I put out a new video, and I shall see you all next time. Take care.